Hello, everybody. It is Badger Wild, and we are back with another Space Engineers Tips video. And today I am going to be updating the scriptless solar panel thing with a slight update. This update comes from a Dr. Mitchell, MD, in my comments. Came up with this great idea because we have had a problem recently with the solar panel grid. Now, if all of y'all have seen this, you know what this is. This is my scriptless solar panel for operating in Space Engineers. This thing tracks the sun and it will provide maximum solar power to your solar grid that you have up and power your base almost indefinitely. The one weakness of this entire solar grid system is this piece up here, and this is the sensor grid that's up here. Now, for those of you wondering how this works, I've got an entire video, but lowdown to this is this solar panel is perpendicular to the other solar panels that are used to charge the base, and it is set on its own system. You can see right here as it just suddenly turns as the sun is moving. And so it will turn little bits at a time. I have a complete video on this. We'll put it in the description, and I will put a thing in the end card of this video so you guys can check it out. So, one of the problems with this is this one little solar grid here has a tendency to run out of power. And some people have mentioned the problem with this as sometimes if this thing isn't powered and you run off, there's a possibility that if it goes nighttime or something to that effect, that this little grid here will pop out because it is basically held on by a small landing gear. It's completely independent from the grid and has to be. So somebody, Dr. Mitchell, MD, came up with this great idea that I had not even thought of. So I'm giving him full credit for this nonsense that I'm about to pull off here, which we're going to say is a pro gamer move here. I can pull out my, there we go. Take a battery. I know this sounds like a really bad idea, but slap you a battery onto the sensor. Now, this seems like a bad idea because the whole system will just start moving. But what we're going to do now, we're going to hop inside, access our small battery, and we're going to put it on recharge. Now, what this will do is it should allow, this thing will stop at any point in time. So now, as you can see, we've now added a small battery the back end here after we've done that. After I've done a little bit of tweaking, got this thing reworked. You may have to do some modifications to this, but now the system is working just like it should. We've got our sun going across the sky there. We've got our solar panel that is now tracking it, and if everything works out, it should turn here in just a moment. It gets enough power, and we should see it turn perfectly with the battery still operating. Now, what's happening here is the battery is not pulling the power completely off. It's not powering anything, in fact. What's happening is the battery is in a recharge state, meaning it is part of the power grid. The battery is not off, so it's actually pulling power into the grid and storing it. But what this does is it still allows the gyroscope to operate like it normally does, which is it uses a certain degree of power off the solar panel, and it doesn't turn it too much. This keeps everything that's perpendicular aligned broadside towards the sunlight. You can do this, and I've mentioned this before, you can do this with oxygen farms. If you're on like the moon, you can build a series of oxygen farm systems and just farm oxygen like this and just have a rotating oxygen farm which just pulls and stuff into your entire deal. But as I said, that is the upgrade to the scriptless solar panel here, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, it's Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty. See you guys in the next video, and I am signing out.